Good evening, this is KK7 AVS James. I want to again apologize that I was not able to get the live stream going for the UARC meeting, so I just wanted to quickly share my Elmers Corner presentation. Let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, good evening, my name is James, KK7AVS, and tonight I wanted to talk about how simple it is to program HTs and other transceivers through the phase, or using software in a programming cable. But first I need to talk about why this is important. Getting our new hams on our repeaters is going to be the first place they start in radio. We need to take time to Elmer our new hams. It's fun, part of our culture, and important for the survival of our clubs. This is the amateur's code. These are the core values that we should strive to follow in ham radio. Always being kind, ready to help others. We may need to get out of our comfort zone and dive into the aspects of the hobby to help others, even if it means we have to learn something new ourselves. Those of us in this club owe a debt of gratitude to the early radio pioneers who started this club nearly 100 years ago, who have come and then became silent keys throughout the years, exemplifying the values expressed in the Amateur's Code and whose example challenges our club's talented and experienced hams to carry on this tradition. Most of the channels you'll be programming into your radios will be repeaters. So what is a repeater? Basically, it's a radio that simultaneously retransmits most signals it receives over a wide area. Having a mountaintop repeater with a good vantage point allows for us to get our signal out to other stations we might not otherwise be able to communicate with, allowing us to make contact even under poor line of sight conditions. However, it just might ignore your transmissions if certain conditions aren't met. Instead of using one simplex frequency, we use two. A repeater operates in duplex. Listening on one frequency, we transmit to it, and transmits to a second frequency, which is the frequency we listen on. The difference between the input and output frequency is called the repeater offset. So when we're on a repeater, there's no need to ask me how close I am to your station. The repeater is our mountaintop megaphone we take turns talking into. Though you could ask how close I am to the repeater if you'd like, or try to hear my station on the reverse mode, listening to the repeater input frequency. In order to program our HTs, we need a programming cable. I recommend getting a genuine cable from a good source or equipment manufacturer. The cheap no-name knockoffs like the one on top might not work very well for you, leaving you very frustrated. Firmly seat the cable, plug it into your computer and radio, and turn the radio on. Keep the radio tuned to a clear frequency in case something goes wrong. After you install the driver for your cable, press the Windows key and X on your keyboard to pull up the device manager. And here it shows my HT on COM port 12. Then load up your software of choice. For in this instance, I will use Chirp, but there are quite a few other good ones like RT Systems or ones from your manufacturer. Go up to radio, go up to download, go to radio and download from radio. Input your radio information in the COM port, then push OK. And watch it go. After you get to this point, go to File at the top left and save a copy. You can't have too many backups of your radio file. You can see the channel numbers on the left. You can pick one and punch in the repeater's output frequency and it'll automatically fill in the offset. You can then enter a tone if the repeater has one, then name the channel if you'd like. If you're helping out one of your fellow hams, let them build the list on their own and get the feel for it. Keeping an eye on them to make sure the final list has everything programmed in the way it needs to be. So go to radio and select upload to radio. Then push OK. Watching the loading bar and lights flash as the modified file is uploaded to the radio. Take your file and save a copy as well. But if you do not have a programming cable handy, let's show you how to do it from the face real quick. Turn on your radio and push the orange VFO button to get it into frequency mode. Use the HT's keypad to type the repeater frequency in. Next, push the menu key. There's the menu key. Then punch in 13 on the keypad. Next, to set the tone, use the up and down arrows, which you can see to the right of my thumb, to select the tone you need if it's required. Then push the menu key again to confirm. Then to set the offset, push the menu key, punch in 25 on the keypad. Then change the offset direction to the negative offset we need. Then push the menu key again to confirm. Then move over to menu 26. Push the menu key, punch in, and change the offset to 5 MHz for our repeater. Pushing menu again to confirm. Then we're done. You can push that PTT if you'd like to use that repeater, or if you would like to store this frequency to a memory channel, go to menu 27 and press menu, select the channel you would like to store the frequency on, and memory to confirm. I recommend checking out menu item 0 to adjust squelch and menu item 2 to change your transmit power. Since many new hams get frustrated and give up on programming their new radios, in the spirit of the amateur code, you can help them program their radios and help them to become comfortable with using them on the air. All right. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And again, I'm sorry I wasn't able to get the UARC live stream going, but hopefully we'll have that video up here soon on the UARC website. This is KK7ABS and 73, and I will be clear.